guys, welcome back to Haut Beyleron. So what we're going to do today is we have got to feed the chickens, and B, potentially look for some more work to do this afternoon. If you'll notice, we're still on the same in-game day that we were on in the last episode. So first things first, we'll jump into the stayer. We'll get the pallet forks off of the front, and we'll put the bucket on so as we can give the chickens some food. So I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll probably knock out a couple of these smaller cultivating contracts now that we've got the Fent, and obviously the larger cultivator. And the only other thing we've got to do is sowing contracts and also a spraying contract, but we don't have a sprayer, so it's not really worth us getting fertilizer or liquid fertilizer at the moment. It's a little bit too close for that one. Alright, so that's the chickens filled up with food. We don't need to worry about them now for a while. Now, tomorrow's in-game episode, or even this episode tomorrow in-game, we're going to be at what should be our max price for honey. So that will all get sold off as well. Now we don't need the bucket again for a little bit, so we'll go and throw that back away. We'll put the pallet forks back on this in preparation. There is another honey pallet over there that will be ready to be picked up soon. We're not going to get any further in than that, so we'll leave that there. This can go and sit over at the honey spawn point, or just in front of it where we've been parking it. So as you can see, it's nearly ready. Get those forks on the ground. And let's see what we have. We've got quite a few, but we've got a few small ones. Well, we've got a small one. Field 34. That should be near us. Yep. It's not near us, but it's close enough. Where were we? Contracts. 31, 32. They're quite a little bit larger. Okay, so what we're actually going to do is these three fields here. They all require cultivating, and we can literally just strip cultivate. So that should see us through to the end of the day. So anyway, we'll get across there. We'll get this done. And we'll see you guys when we get back.
Probably use some heartbreak to get moving. Tired of the way you let me down. You fill me up with broken promises, 'cause you never keep them. I'm so sick of the way you let me down. So try. I don't like all the things you do, mess with my head. Just pick me up, let me down like you don't care. This is all my time. Don't go wasting my time on what nothing to do with. Don't go wasting my time on what nothing to do with.
Okay guys, so I've just brought you back in quickly just to show you what I meant by strip farming. So we'll get the cruise control going for that. It's in a nice straight line. So what we've done is literally just, we've done a full headland. We've just treated it like one big paddock with a couple of breezeways in the middle. So we're just skipping over the roads and we're just doing lengths. Also, real quickly, because we're not generally down in this area too much, we checked out these 3 buildings as well as the railway station. While we were down in the area, I figured we may as well have a look, but unfortunately, could not find any collectibles. But doesn't matter. We'll find some more eventually. And at the end of the day, we're not struggling. We're slowly progressing forward, and we don't want to progress too far forward too quickly because that takes the fun out of it. Takes the fun out of it for me. I'm not too sure about you guys. But if we find one every now and then, it can help either pay off a loan or pay towards a new piece of equipment. But anyway, like I said, we'll continue on with the strip cultivating, and we'll see you guys when we're back at the farm and this is all complete. Okay guys, so we're cruising back down this way. Like, we've got a fair bit of it done. Apparently it's close to 60% on all 3 fields. But as we were cruising back down, I saw that grey, what would you call it, grey blob in the center. Now, something looks strange about it. It's out of place. So let's go and suss it out. Where is it? There it is. Just a random different tree in the middle. What's a deer? There's a deer running over it. Okay, so it's just a rock. Oh, hang on. That's not just a rock. Ultimate tomato. Yeehaw. So it definitely pays to keep your eyes open and look out for things that sort of just stick out and don't look quite right. Didn't think there would have been one in the middle of the forestry though. But anyway, that's awesome. Do we have any loan outstanding? No, we don't, so that's brilliant. We've actually found 2 of them now within the same day. Rightio. Anyway, we'll get back to it. It's what, 3:30 now? So, like I said, once we get this done, we'll move on to the next in-game day. What I do want to do though is we'll quickly set a worker off on this because I want to jump into the stayer. Yep, that pallet's full. So we're trying to literally get these pallets out of here as often as we possibly can to allow for more to spawn. But we want to make as much as possible with only making one trip for it. So how many have we got there now? 6, 12, 15. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh, didn't get back quick enough. That worker's gonna... Okay. That's alright. We'll let that one finish. We'll take back over. And we'll see you guys most likely tomorrow morning. Okay guys, so it's 20 to 8 at night. We're on the way back to the farm. So we got those 3 fields finished. We did speed time back up a little bit. But not only did we do that, we decided field 34 on the way back. It was only a small field. It was only a $500 contract. But we knocked that out. There was no sense in not doing it. It just helps push the map forward. So what we'll do is pull around to this side of the trailer. Get that folded out. Get it lowered down, turn the indicator off, turn the hazards off. Shut that down, it can stay there. Just quickly, we will check on whether or not... Yeah, we'll make it through there. Check whether we've got another full pallet here. No, it's not full. That's alright. That'll be full by morning. So we'll shut that down and we'll go and get some rest. Actually, first things first, we'll not potentially miss out on a bargain. So what have we got? We've got the mower, the belt drive system, a tedder. Tedder's 40% off. The Rotney H21D, we can't afford that. We've actually got no use for that. I don't think there's much of a woodland on this map. But tedder, are we going to look into doing grass and silage soon? We may be, but we're not now, so that's of no use to us. So righty, eh? Yep, we'll sleep until 8 in the morning. The rain's passed, thankfully, by the looks of that. Okay. First things first, we'll check. Oh. Now we've got the rear mower set up. And a silage bale wrapper. It's really tempting me to get into grass, isn't it? But if we come out of there and we look at our calendar, by the time we harvest our canola, we can either plant more or we can prep the ground for our wheat and barley, which is probably more along the lines of what we're going to do. We'll probably do a small field of canola, and when we join the big field together, that'll most likely be wheat or barley. But anyway, we know something we are going to have to do today. We have got a pallet of honey to move. And we're also going to sell it as well. Oh. Alright, down on the ground, down on the ground. Told myself we shouldn't be driving through that way, but kind of forced ourselves into it. What we'll also do, we'll check on the price of the eggs. We may just get rid of them. And if you notice, the bank account is looking rather hefty after A, getting those contracts clear, and B, finding that collectible. Jump out, we'll strap you down. How many eggs have we got? So I've got 687 litres there. And, sorry, 817 pieces. So I'm assuming that's the litres, or 0.8 of a cubic metre, however they want to do it, and 610. So what are our prices? Hopefully, honey should be good. Why is that on its way down? It's meant to be the highest it can go. Okay, that is what it is. We're gonna sell off the honey now anyway, because we're not waiting another year. We will just keep an eye on that price though. And the other one is eggs. Okay, we're here, so it's realistically should be at its lowest. But $5,700? We're not going to say no, are we? Okay, so we'll get them loaded up and we'll see you guys over at the store.
Don't go wasting my time. I want nothing to do with you.
Okay, so guys, our first stop is the bakery. And what have we got? We've got nearly 2,000 litres of honey and nearly 1,500 pieces of eggs. So we're not doing too bad. So rightio, we'll head over to the bakery, get these eggs delivered. Now, somewhere else we haven't been, so what we might even do is we'll have a quick look around, see if we can't find another collectible, because we've been on a roll lately. That's 2 in 2 episodes, technically 2 in 1 day. We're on to a new day. Let's see if we can find a new collectible. Okay, we'll see you when we get there. Okay, so what have we got there? $8,300 just from the eggs. Wow. So what we may potentially look into doing here sometime soon is upgrading our chicken pen. Now, I know that we've got the 2 chicken pens there, but they do only hold 30 apiece. So I wonder how many that large, the large one holds. Anyway, we'll just have a quick look around the building. I wonder if we can jump on that. Anyway, we'll have a quick look around. We'll time lapse this run around just so you guys aren't sitting here watching it. Oh, look out, deer's running through the city. Through the little village. Oh, hello. I figured there'd have to be one around the bakery somewhere. The wheat gobbler. Well, let's gobble up that. Okay. So I knew there'd have to be one in this little town somewhere. So that's brilliant. Now, where did I park my tractor? There it is. Do you reckon you can get up on there? What about if we jump off the tractor? Park him a little bit closer, maybe. Can't get much closer than that. Oh, we're up. I don't think we're meant to be up here, but we're up. Right, that's kind of where I figured it was. As you can see, I was on those little umbrella shade things there. I figured it would have been if there was one up here, but I highly doubt there is, because we had one literally just across the road. So what are the chances that there'd be another one here? Can we get up that ladder? No, you just walk through the ladder. Or do we? Yeah, you just walk through the... Hang on. No. Nuh-uh. Right, so that's... that's 4 in 2 episodes. And we are now looking like we're going to expand somewhat quickly. Rightio. Let's go and get this honey sold off. And let's see what tomorrow will bring as far as... Nope. We're probably going to continue this episode... Oh, sorry, this day into the next episode. So we'll cruise up here. We'll have a look... Oh, sorry, we won't even bother having a look around the farm shop. Don't need any more money right now. I'm not going to waste time just searching around every building we go beside. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we need to go around this backside. Because I think that's where the grains are sold. And yeah, this should be where our honey gets sold off. So what's that? Nearly 5 grand. That's not a bad day's effort. We've made some money. So what have we made? Contract income, we've made 11.7, and harvest income 13,000. Not bad, not bad. Considering all we did was sell off a handful of eggs and quite a few honey pallets. So rightio guys, we'll see you back down at the farm and we'll see what we can construct or deconstruct. Okay guys, so we're back at the farm. We've got to look into what it is we want to do. What I was thinking we might do is we need some more storage around the farm. So I'm going to figure out where we can put another shed down. And also look into placeable production, or not so much productions, but placeables that are going to help us get money. Whether that's the chickens, getting rid of the 2 smaller pens for a bigger one. Obviously getting a lot more chickens. Or whether we look into greenhouses or something else. So we've got quite a few options for sheds. I don't think we need a very big one. One of these easy sheds. Whoa. Is that what we've got there? Yes, it is. Okay, so the only option I think we've got is to kind of put it there. I reckon that'd actually work out quite well. And that's only $10,000, so that's not going to take up too much money. However, it does take up quite a bit of space. So if we jump out of there, what are the other options we have? I shouldn't have jumped all the way out. But yeah, I reckon that's going to be a better option for a shed. $340,000 for a shed. How big is it? It's massive, but I don't think it's $300,000 massive. Productions, animals. This is what I wanted to look into. The bigger chicken pen. It's not actually that big. Where could we get away with putting that? I wonder if that will allow us to... probably won't allow us to put it in there because of that pot plant. I reckon that's a part of the house. Do we cut off a little bit of our field to put it in? Do we put it there and only harvest from side on for that field? That's something to look into a bit later. We may even do something else. Productions, we've got canola. $80,000 for an oil mill. Don't really want to put that on our farm though. That would be better off going somewhere else. So we'll save that for another day. Fields. What are the fields worth around us? Because I definitely want to expand our farm. 146, 112. Yeah, 276. I didn't think we were going to be able to afford that one. Now I'm just sort of stuck as for what I do. Do I upgrade equipment? Do I upgrade animals? Do I purchase new land? Do we buy that paddock and join those two together? And then we can potentially put... See, this is me overthinking everything. Do we put animals down here and join those two fields together? We obviously can't plant that other field until we've harvested this one. I don't think we're in a planting stage at the moment. Oh, we actually are. So we can plant oat, sunflowers, potatoes, sugar beets, sugarcane. Sorghum can be done next month. Grapes, olives, blah, 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 blah. I reckon we buy it and we cultivate it and we plant some sorghum tomorrow. Right, so that's what we're spending some money on. And yes, we want to buy that. So that leaves us with $80,000 still. Now, that's actually going to need ploughing, isn't it? There's weed in it, fully aware of that. We'll get rid of that when we do what we need to do. It needs lime, everything needs lime. It doesn't need ploughing. Interesting. So we can just cultivate that. And we can save the ploughing. Yep. So that is exactly what we are doing. Okay guys, we'll get this underway. Actually what we might... No, we'll do this first. I was going to say what we might do is take these two up and get them maintained, serviced, but that can wait until after the cultivating, and that will be the end of the episode. It's going to be a fairly long one this episode, I reckon. But yous have seen this quite enough, so it's not even going to be a time lapse. We're just going to skip straight through it. There was nothing in here, was there? No, cultivated. It's already cultivated and I've got to weed it. Right, well, we're not going to cultivate it. We're going to grab our weeder instead. Now, I'm pretty sure we can actually run this thing a lot quicker than the cultivator too, so that's not too bad. We'll time lapse this because we haven't seen too much in the way of weeding. Oh, it's not going to work because they're too big. What was I thinking? Okay, we're going to end this here, and what we'll do is we'll start a new episode. We'll run this up to the shop plus the cultivator. We'll get them repaired, and we'll start a new episode for the sake of not having this one go for an hour. Oh. Okay guys, so thanks for joining in. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like it, hit the subscribe button, and also tap that notification bell for any future episodes. And we will see you guys really, really soon.